Shoot. Fudge. Man, so I had this like weird dream, and right now I'm just having like really bad symptoms, from having a parasite infection. How I got it, it was most likely from the hostels I was staying at, 100% actually, probably. Or unless, like, I don't know, freaking these stupid cartel that I have to live with, in this hotel, freaking just putting parasites on the toilet paper or something. For context, said like, oh, how can they put parasites on the toilet paper? I'm like, well, I saw this like video where these like college students, I think, and like they're of all races, like white. There's like an Asian guy involved. There's like some African American black guy from Ethiopia. I think there was even a Middle Eastern guy involved in it, but it was bug trafficking. It was insect trafficking. So yeah, if you could traffic insects, you could traffic like parasites. Especially there's a dark web. You could probably like buy parasites on the dark web. It's actually a good strategy. I'm like, dang, no need to like be on the news and take somebody out and let a lot of conspiracy come to Los Angeles, or like try to take me out with my own skateboard, or try to have like some homeless assassin come after me for what I've said, and the kind of stuff that I put out. And now people are more careful how they treat me because they know if they do mistreat me or they don't give me the services I need all the time, well, it's going to look way too suspicious. And they're going to get in trouble. But yeah, I've been having a lot of symptoms like related to like a parasite infection. I'm like that. Like numbing on my arm, pain in my joints, especially like my wrists or my elbows, freaking like vibrations on like one side of the arm, or like on the lower side of my back, sometimes even like my bottom area. And yeah, just like a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. But back to the dream that I had. It was like almost like I was in a video game, and basically I had to like protect the house. I had to protect my family. But ironic enough, like my entire family wasn't there, in the house with me. Ironically, the only people that were in the house with me was one of my older brothers, who like stole my mom's car from, San Pedro all the way to Calexico. And just my mom. And like for context, like that's just so ironic how I'm like having to protect the house with like the one person in my family that would do way worse than I could ever do in public. Not even just setting an entire garbage can on fire, that homeless guy doing it like 2 days ago or whatever. Not like, I don't know, getting into a car crash or something, or not like assaulting somebody, or especially not somebody acting erratically and, you know, just getting in somebody's face and yelling in their face, or even just straight up assaulting, me. My brother would get away with so much stuff, and the police would do absolutely nothing to him. And it would probably be on the fact that he's gay or bisexual, and LGBTs. So yeah, I guess that's who cops like protect, just criminals and people in that space, which is ironic because they're going to have Pride Month. Not too far from here in Hollywood, and especially even more ironic because IO Cartel for their trans prostitutes, like $3,000. They're what even asking me. They're demanding me, and even to the point where they would literally like start calling up everybody, and then it would turn into a whole, basically network of like people making sure that I'm discriminated against and like totally harassed all the way. So my brother like getting away with stealing my mom's car from San Pedro all the way to Calexico, and being able to assault me, even break property in the house, or like um, you know just like get away with all this stuff, and then like the police would literally just stop me for no reason on the sidewalk. Nurses would still spy on me, and I wouldn't get my medications refilled by the same hospitals that don't even take care of me medically anyway. They literally like try to force oxygen on me, after the police illegally detained me, and I owe these cartel money for their prostitutes. And then I played the correlation with that Eddie Murphy headline, and him literally picking up a trans prostitute, and then like it spilling over into like that trans prostitute ended up like totally dead, like not even a year or two later, and like it was a whole big thing. And knowing that like from the trans prostitutes up, like it's just an entire prostitution ring, and it starts with the trans prostitutes, goes up to the women and the men, and then goes up a little further, and then you don't want to know the rest. And it's actually more funny because like they don't want to release the Epstein files, and even though they have released the Epstein files, literally almost stumbling on my words right now. That's how when I'm exposing Diddy and Epstein, that I'm not going to gain medical attention. I'm going to try to be conserved. Then, yeah. That's how it is. I guess it starts from the trans prostitutes up. And, that's even more funny because, for more context, like, apparently Brittany Spears, like, testified against Diddy, and like yeah, she was conserved, but like now people are realizing that the same people that were conserving her were literally like just corrupt women, and like a corrupt healthcare system and mental health system. And also the people that conserved her was TriStar, which for context is like a record label that was working with Diddy either way. So it's like Los Angeles just works with like prostitutes, and you would know it's true if like LAPD knows where I am all the time, and everybody else knows what I'm doing all the time. So like basically Los Angeles is just a huge crime city, And it doesn't matter from like, the fire departments all the way to the police and like the mental health services all the way to the public services and healthcare services. Like, gosh, that makes sense. I'm like, LAFD, you guys gotta chill. I gotta talk about the stream that I had. It was crazy. So basically, in the dream, I had to protect, the house for my family, which is ironic because the last few videos I showed that, like, I couldn't even protect, not even myself, in the house that wasn't even mine. And I don't even get to have housing or any equal opportunity to schooling or employment because of these criminals I owe. And nobody's exposing it and nobody's making it apparent because, like, the prostitution ring is too large, and plus they don't want to be associated with me, and they don't want to expose Los Angeles as being the largest crime city in America, which is even more ironic because it's really expensive to live in California. Now you see why. And Los Angeles is like the best example. So like in the dream, I had to protect the house with my like meth head brother, my meth using brother, and like yeah, we basically how the game worked was we're just confined in the house, we're just stuck in the house, and we had to fight off like these like demons or like entities. I don't even know how to explain, like these aliens. I don't even know. And yeah, they would get harder to fight off. And then one of the last ones that we had to fight off was like this one